Hey guys, it's Talia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this super duper simple everyday summer makeup look. This is pretty much my go-to whenever it's like sunny or I just kind of can't be bothered to do a full face, but I still want to, what is a full face? I can't be bothered to do like a full eye look and lipstick and like, you know what I mean? It's just like a natural, my take on the word natural makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's get into it. So obviously, as you can see, I have no makeup on. I have my face completely bare, apart from I have done my eyebrows because they are underneath my fringe. I'm just going to start off by priming my face as I normally would with the Benefit Professional. I have really combination skin, so it's dry and oily, and I feel like this is really good for combination because it doesn't dry out any dry areas, but it does help keep oil under control, I personally think. I haven't really decided if I'm going to put makeup underneath my fringe yet. You know? Put a little bit under there, I don't know, so I'll prime it anyway. No one's gonna see it, but we'll keep it primed. Now I'm gonna be using my trusty Physicians Formula Super BB Insta Ready BB cream. I'm using the shade Light. I usually use the shade Light and Medium, but I'm really quite fair at the moment, so I feel like this is gonna work better. I don't want my beauty blender. I'm just using a Makeup Shack brush, but these brushes don't have names, which is like really annoying, so I'm just gonna dot this on my face. I'm going to be quite liberal with it because it isn't full coverage, but it is really buildable, so you can kind of get medium to maybe a bit full. Okay, so I'm literally just buffing this into the skin. I haven't worn this in so long because I've been going through a really like super full coverage phase. I was using like Dermacol every day and then the Kat Von D foundation, but I was obsessed with this for a while, and I feel like this is really good for summer because it's just not too heavy. Also, my lips are a little bit pink because I wore a red lipstick yesterday. I mean, it like stained my lips. And then I'm just going to conceal under my eyes and then on any like blemishes that are still peeping through. And I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I feel like this has good coverage, but it's not like super thick, so it doesn't look really heavy on the skin. That's kind of what we want. We don't really want it to look heavy because it's summer, you know, like natural. Do I even know what the word natural means? Probably not. And then I'm just going to set my whole face with the RCMA No Colour Powder going under my eyes. No, I still don't want a crease. Might not be full coverage, but don't want to have creases. And then I'm just going to dust off any excess powder that's still on my face. I'm not baking because it's just not that deep, you know. This is a quick little zhuzh. That's what this is. It's a zhuzh tutorial. You know, you're not making yourself look like Kim Kardashian, but you know, you're just giving yourself a bit of a zhuzh. You feel me? I feel like you do. I'm just going to sort of contour slash bronze my face, and I'm going to be using the Hoola Light Bronzer. I'm obsessed with this. Can you believe I'm actually doing like a natural makeup tutorial? What's going on? Who am I?
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
I don't know why I'm pulling that face. I know where my cheekbones are. I do this every single day. Okay, I need to relax a bit. Bronzers are great because they just make you look more tan and like you've been on holiday, and obviously bronzer is way cheaper than a plane ticket, so. And then I mean, you could kind of leave it here, I guess. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna be taking the NYX Lid Lingerie palette. I love this. I'm just gonna take the cream shade and just put that all over my lids, just to like even out the color and stuff. I have got concealer on my eyelids already, and I've got the LA Girl Pro Conceal on them because I already did my brows, so. Oh, and for my brows, I just use the Mirabella brow pencil. I'm then just going to be taking the pale pink and the sort of warm orange shade and mixing them together, tapping off all of the excess. And then this is just a Makeup Shack brush. It doesn't say what brush it is because only some of their brushes have names. And I'm just sweeping this into the crease super lightly because this is the only shadow we're using. Lightly, and I'm just going between the two eyes with the colour that we have on the brush so we don't put too much on. And that is the eyeshadow done. Wow, can you believe it? Eyeshadow done in literally 20 seconds. And then I'm going to put on some lashes. You can just put on mascara obviously if you're not a lash kind of gal, but I am. These are my absolute favourite natural lashes. I wear them all the time. These are like my last pair. These are the I Spy lashes by Danielle Mansuti, and this is the style Admirer. I'm using black lash glue, which probably is not a good idea because if you use black lash glue and you get it on your eyelid, you'll have like dark stuff on your eyelid. But I live life on the edge. Today is a day of risk. Whenever I do a natural look, these are my go-to lashes. I am obsessed. Love them. So I'm just gonna wait for that to dry. And I'm gonna stick them on my little beady eyes. Do you just kind of see, like, it just adds a bit of like, oh, I'm put together now. But obviously if you want it to be natural, then just wear mascara. I only do natural in like portions. Okay, just while the lash glue is drying and stuff, I am gonna put like one more shadow on top, but I need to wait for the lash glue to dry. Lash glue, wow. English is something I'm just not prevailing in today. I'm just gonna be using my all-time fave, which is New Romance by MAC. You guys have seen me use this a bajillion times. I'm just gonna smile and then put it on the apples of my cheeks, just to give them a bit of a rosy flair, you know? Oh, like, oh, just a bit blush. But it just gives such a nice sheen. Love it. For highlight, I'm just going to take the Sleek Solstice highlighting palette. You guys know how much I adore this. I've hit pan severely on this shade. But I do have a spare one waiting for me to be opened when I finish it. This has actually lasted me so long. And I'm just going to put this right on the high point of my cheekbone. Quite far forward, actually. I'm not taking it all the way back. And I do have two blemishes, one right there in the middle of my highlight. However, I do actually have a beauty spot right there next to them, like pimples. I'm actually going to draw the beauty spot back on, not where my beauty spot is, but over the pimple. I'm just using my powder brush to sort of soften the highlight on the cheeks. I've literally got like 12 dip brows, so it took me a while to find that. I'm just taking the shade Chocolate. It's like right next to my actual mole, but it's fine because from far away maybe I'll see that. Awesome! Oh my goodness, I didn't highlight my nose. What am I doing? Just highlighting the top tip of my nose. I'm not going to highlight underneath because that's obviously going to drag it down. And then I'm just highlighting the bridge and then my cupid's bow and a bit on my chin. Much better. I've just realised the lash glue's kind of gone over, so I'm just going to take the brown. Any smudger brush will do. I basically just got glue everywhere. So I've got to like even it out and like smudge more colour and stuff better. I'm gonna smudge a little bit underneath my eye. And I realised I forgot to put on mascara. I'm just gonna put on mascara on my lower lashes and just to connect my top lashes with the falsies. So for lips, I'm just using the Maybelline Baby Lips. I don't think it has a shade, it's just like this one has like blue and it's kind of peachy, but it hasn't actually got a colour. Super simple. And then just sort my hair out if I want it down, and I'm gonna put a little bit of glow on my collarbones and stuff. So this is just like an extra step if you want to be extra. Ooh. Like, you know when you just want your collarbones to be shiny? Doesn't everyone aspire to have like just shiny collarbones? And shiny shoulders. Why do we just want everything to be shiny? Because I do just want everything to shine. Should I put a little bit on here as well? I probably should be attracting attention there. Actually, no. Girl power, I can do what I want. If I want glow boobs, I can have glow boobs. But that is essentially the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this super simple tutorial. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Become a member of this little family thing we have going on. It'd be so lovely if you joined. Don't forget to also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter. They are all Talia Music, spelled just like this. If you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube, it would be lovely to have you on those families as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Run around, oh, I don't wanna play that game like when